Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello everyone, welcome to the HTML and CSS tutorial by PHN Technology Private Limited. So in this tutorial we are going to learn about selectors. Now what if I tell you that we have already used the selector? That's right. In internal and external styling we use the tag name and then the curly brackets, and we used to put the styling inside that. Now this particular tag name is a selector. Now what is this selector doing here? It is selecting a particular tag name and applying styling to it, right? So the selector is categorized into 5 main categories. The first one is simple selector, the second is combinator selector, the third is pseudo class selector, fourth is pseudo element selector, and the fifth is attribute selector. Now these 5 categories can be seen entirely in the creation of a dynamic website, but the most you will see is simple selector. Now we'll learn more about simple selectors, and later in the tutorial we'll come across the other 4. The simple selector has 5 main types. The first is element selector, the second is grouping selector, the third is universal selector, the fourth is class selector, and the fifth is ID selector. So let's just start with element selector. Now I've opened my Sublime Text, okay. Now rather than writing the entire structure of the website or the HTML code with the basic tags, I'm just going to use a shortcut here. So we'll go in Tools. First, before going in Tools, we need to select the HTML here. Okay, we need to tell the editor that we are going to code in HTML. Then we'll go in Tools, then click on Snippets and then the Snippet HTML. As soon as we click on Snippet HTML, you can see the basic structure has appeared on the screen. Now let's just give the title as CSS tutorial. Okay. Now let's just give the heading. The first heading will be Welcome to PHN Technology Tutorial. Okay. So H1 is a pair tag. See, I almost missed the closing tag over here. So now we will enter the subsections. Okay. To enter the subsections, you can see that I have entered H2 tag. That's right. So we use the H2 to H6 tags for giving subsections, since the size from H1 to H6 decreases with every number. That's right. So H2 would be the subsection 1. We need 3 subsections like this. Okay. Let's just enter a paragraph also inside it. I'm sorry. This is a paragraph. So let me just, okay, and let's just close this tag. Now let's just copy this, copy this and paste this. Now this is the second section and this is the third section, and let's just save it. Okay, let's just save it on the desktop as CSS selectors. Now when I will go on the desktop, I will find the icon name with a browser icon with the file name, right? So you can see I have created the page now. Now let's just talk about the selectors. So we'll use the internal styling for that. So here's the style tag. Okay. Now the P tag, let's just see, I want to give all the paragraphs same color. Okay, so I have given the styling here. The P here is the element selector. That's right. So now if you use this P in the external also, it would also be a selector, an element selector. So I have saved it. So you can see the paragraphs, wherever I have used the paragraphs, it has turned to red. Now this was about the element selector. Now let's just talk about the grouping selector. So if I want the H1 heading and the P heading to have the red color, so am I going to enter H1 here, H1 element selector, and then write again this styling? No. Here is where grouping selector is helpful. So what we are going to do is, we will just go on the element selector, give a comma and write the tag which we want to have the same styling. So let's just save it. Now you can see that the heading has also changed into red. So this is how a grouping selector acts. Now let's just talk about the universal selector. The universal selector, name itself suggests that it is going to take all the tags inside it and apply styling to it. So let's just see how does the universal selector work. So the universal selector, rather than any tag name, we just give a star and then the curly brackets. Let's just see for the font family. Okay, I'm giving the font family as Georgia and save it. Now you can see the font family of every tag I have used has changed. So this was about the element selector, the grouping selector and the universal selector. So let's just meet in the next tutorial and talk about the class and ID selector. Thank you.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.